I'm like, Moss in the weather.
Hi, Weed.
Oh, there's our music. Hey, good morning. Welcome back to What's Going On Fayetteville, right here on the We Do Radio Network. Listening to us at 99.7 FM, the new FM WIDU, and the WIDU 1600 AM, Fayetteville, North Carolina. WYDU 1160 AM, Red Springs, North Carolina. WAGR 1340 AM in Lumberton. WEWO 1460 AM, Laurinburg, North Carolina. It's the We Do Radio Network. Call-in number is 910-483-6111, 910-483-6111. And we definitely would love for you to call in today.
Yes, definitely.
Because we don't have a special guest with us today. We'd love to talk with you instead of just somebody else sitting here in the studio. And by the way, you can watch us live stream on TheMrsTee on Facebook. Yes. So look up the TheMrsTee on Facebook, and you can look at the lovely and vivacious Tiffany Haywood and the ugly as mud me with the radio face. Tiffany, what's up? Good to have you on this morning. Oh, by the way, let me remind people who we're brought to you by.
Yes, our lovely sponsors.
Got the wonderful folks up at LeClaire's General Store at the top of the hill in Haymount next to the Exxon station. You really need to go see them. What an eclectic batch of things to choose from. You're going to hear about some of that today.
Yes.
Also by our hometown security experts, Home Security Systems, right down there on Hay Street in Fayetteville. It's nice to have somebody local looking after you. And then also the guys that can do just about anything you want in the way of printing, signs, mailing stuff, whatever.
And they're perfect for the holiday season, getting those packages across the country.
The UPS store out there in Westwood Shopping Center. Tiffany, take over.
Okay, now we're going back to LeClaire's because they are, like he said, based in Haymont, right next to the Exxon store with the amazing ice cream. But did you know that LeClaire's General Store serves half the party? They have t-shirts, they have Pendleton products, which are those amazing wool blankets that I absolutely love. It's not just blankets though. They have bags, they have so many different things. Apollos bags. I need to bring that in the studio next week so you guys can see it. They have a black one that says Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I think he still has his tan one. They have vintage goods. He features products from Blackwing for artists. Local artists produce things for him, such as Kat from Guac and Soul. He has a lot of artwork there at LeClaire's. So be sure to check out our newest sponsor, LeClaire's General Store. He's at 1212 Fort Bragg Road in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Don't finish up your Christmas shop until you've gone by there.
No, do not, because it is the place to go for unique gifts. Many of our small businesses, you can find all the unique gifts you want. So definitely check out LeClaire's. Definitely.
So what's going on in Fayetteville this weekend?
There's so much happening.
Because this is called What's Going On Fayetteville, right?
Yes, it is. And it is December 1st. Can you believe how fast December seemed to creep up on us? It's just like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. It's happened so fast.
Wait, it's December?
Yes. Today is December 1st.
Ooh.
Missed that one? So it is December 1st, which means it is the start of the holiday season. Officially December. And that means we have events and happenings galore, and I'm just going to share a few with you that are happening this coming week. Starting with what's happening today, we actually have, and I skipped a page, so I'm going to flip that back. Today we have things happening. Wait, I can't find my page. Look at that. I'm all the way up on December 8th. I know today we have the Fayetteville Foodie. Have you guys heard of Faye Foodie? Faye Foodie is I think they have a website, but they're focused on finding all the amazing Fayetteville food finds here, and they give you what?
Guess one of the places they found.
I know, Fowler's, right? What foodie could possibly miss Fowler's? But today they are actually having an event. One of our local blogger friends, Kia, she is from the Social Crown. She's an amazing social media manager. She has taken over their marketing account, and they are doing a client. It's almost like a client appreciation tonight, December 1st, and it's going to be at the On and After Lounge, I want to say it's called.
Yeah.
And that's going to be tonight at 5 p.m. She's having, or their Faith Foodie is having amazing prizes, giveaways, fun activities tonight. And apparently there's going to be a huge announcement there tonight as well.
Yeah, On and After's on Bragg Boulevard.
Okay, see, you knew that. I didn't know that. So that's happening tonight. it says, join us for our inaugural Community Appreciation Night. That's what it is, a Community Appreciation Night. And they're having prizes, food, trivia, a bit of taste testing. So bring your appetite. And like I said, they're having a huge announcement that they're going to share with everyone. That is 5 p.m. on Afterbar, 3004 Bragg Boulevard. And the first 20 guests will actually receive a Fayetteville Foodie t-shirt. And you get a discount if you wear it during the event. So that's one place to be today. Another place you might want to be if you have your kids and they're driving you crazy today because they want something to do. Elf Jr. the Musical, their last show is actually today. There's a show at 11 a.m. and then there's another one at 2 p.m. Tickets are only $10 an adult and $7 per student. All tickets are purchased online, so just look up Elf Jr. the Musical on Facebook, or you can check out Manna Church. It's going to be at the Manna Church Anderson Creek site, and that's 90 Stonecross Drive, Spring Lake, North Carolina. And I don't know if you've seen Buddy the Elf, the movie, but I'm sure the play is just as fun. Now we're going to go on to tomorrow, Sunday, December 2nd. December 2nd, they are having it's kind of like a Victorian Christmas at the Poe House.
Oh boy. If you've never been to the Poe House, it's really kind of a neat place.
Yeah, I went. They have a Halloween event there, and so this is their Christmas version. They've decorated the house Victorian Christmas style, and the kitchen is going to be open, so you're going to get like Victorian style food. Santa photos are going to be there for free. And this is happening actually all the way through January 6th. So you don't have to go just tomorrow, but I would say go tomorrow because tomorrow is the holiday Jubilee. And that's tomorrow from 1 to 5 p.m. And it's going to be a free event featuring a concert by Fayetteville's Coventry Carolers and the Cross Creek Chordsmen.
Wow.
I've never heard them before, but that sounds amazing. Have you heard them before?
Nope.
No, but it sounds like a really cool event, especially.
But I'll tell you, there's a lot of good local singing groups around here that come out for special events
for
and stuff.
carols and stuff. I know they had carolers
really
last
good.
week at the Dickens holiday. Yeah. So go check that out if you're looking for something to do tomorrow. Then happening December 6th is the Downtown Candlelight Loft Tour. That's from 6 to 9 p.m. And that is when they feature 16 homes that are downtown. And you actually get to walk around, look at them, see. It's a self-guided tour. You check in and get your wristband, and then they even have childcare at Cool Spring Clubhouse if you need it throughout the tour. There's going to be shuttle services. If you want to check out all the details for this, look up the Downtown Candlelight Loft Tour on Facebook, or go to Cool Springs Downtown and you can get even more details there. And now we're where I seem to be skipping to earlier on December 8th. It is an all-day.
So that's a week from today.
That's a week from today. And you can basically spend your whole day downtown because first things from 11 to 2 p.m. is going to be the annual Rotary Christmas Parade. And I was telling Wade earlier, I cannot believe I've been here almost 10 years and I've never gone to the Christmas Parade.
And you had never been to the Dickens?
I still didn't go there because my kid was sick. So I didn't get to go to that either. But hopefully everybody's sniffles are cleared up by next Saturday and I can make it to the Christmas Parade because I still have another one down. In my house, it's like a domino effect. If one kid gets sick, then they all just trickle out. So far we've got 2 that were sick. I have 1 more. Hopefully his clears out today and I can move on. So Saturday, December 8th, 11 to 2 p.m. is going to be the Christmas Parade. And there's going to be food trucks and there's going to be a Santa. Head downtown for that. And then stay downtown from 12 to 6 p.m. for the Ugly Christmas Sweater Day. I don't know about you guys, but I love myself a good ugly Christmas sweater. Have you ever worn one, Wade?
Yes.
You did? Mm-hmm. I'm shocked. Was it really ugly or was it like...
It really wasn't so much that the sweater was ugly. I had a red sweater on and I had a giant light bulb, Christmas light bulb.
I like the ones that light up. The only thing with the ones that light up, they're kind of like a one-time wear because most times they don't make it to the next year. Last year I got an ugly Christmas sweater and it was like that velveteen material and it just shed on everything. So I think I'm gonna go.
No, that makes me think of too many of those velvet Elvis pictures people had hanging.
Yes, that's kind of, the ones that like if you wiped it one way, it looked one way. Well, I had an ugly Christmas sweater last year, and I don't think I'm going to wear that one this year. So go grab yourselves the ugliest Christmas sweater you can find. Head downtown Saturday, December 8th. There are going to be shops and stores participating in this event. They're going to have different activities. downtown is just simply going to be the place to be. They said don your finest, tackiest, gaudiest Christmas sweater, vest, or other garb. You can even DIY your own Christmas sweater. Now that I did see, you can get like a plain sweatshirt, pin on some tacky Christmas ornaments, string yourself some of those little LED lights, and DIY it.
DIY?
DIY. Do it yourself.
No.
Why not?
Okay.
Now, generally, I'm a DI don't. None of my DIYs actually come out good, but I think I could handle that one. So even if you can't find one, DIY it, head downtown. There's going to be holiday beverages, refreshments. If you want more information, look up the Ugly Christmas Sweater Day on Facebook, and they even have hashtags for it. Hashtag wear it downtown, hashtag get ugly, I kind of like that one, and hashtag shop downtown Faye NC. Also happening on Saturday, don't forget, I told you guys, you might want to hang out downtown all day. Winter Bloom Tea is having his grand reopening. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but for a couple of weeks now, maybe a month, his shop has said closed temporarily. He moved locations.
Yeah.
So he's got a bigger space. It's at 238 Hay Street, and from 12 to 3 p.m. on December 8th, he's having his grand reopening. He's going to have live performances, music, and of course, tea.
I guess his business must be blooming.
Oh my gosh, wait. Yes, business.
Blossomed right out into a new bloom there.
It's blooming. Business is blooming. And we have Kelly Seek from kellyseeks.com watching us live on Facebook, and she said she will DIY her ugly sweater. And she is the DIY queen. I know that personally. She has an entire craft room. So, Kelly, I might need to enlist you. If I can't find one that fits my ugly standards, I might need to enlist you to help me make one. Also happening December 8th is Lydia's grand opening. She is a brand new, it's kind of like a diner, and she's having her grand opening with ribbon cutting, burgers, ice creams, malts, Polish sausage.
Malts?
Yes. Malt is like a soda, right?
No, a malt is a milkshake with malt in it. So you get like a malted milkshake. Usually it's chocolate malted is what most of them do.
Now, see, I don't know why I just assumed it was like a soda type thing. That sounds really interesting and tasty. She's also having Polish sausage with grilled onions, mustard, pizza fries, which I have never heard of, but I'm interested. Taquitos.
Sounds like fries with a marinara and cheese
and
on
mozzarella.
it. Yeah, mozzarella, probably.
Taquitos in red sauce and more. This ribbon cutting is happening at 12:15, and all the food and yumminess will happen immediately following. Again, that's Lydia's grand opening, and she's at 6290 Yadkin Road. Next up on Saturday, I see we're about to have a break, so I'm going to say this last thing, and then we're going to go to break, guys, but stay tuned for the rest of the event, is Lunch with Santa from 1 to 3 p.m. at Husk, and you can get your kids' photo taken with Santa for only $3. Come back and listen to the rest.
That's a real treat.
It is.
We'll be back right after this break.
Thank you. Good morning. Hope everybody's having a spectacular day.
Holidays are for families.
Thanks, Homes, for what you do to protect my family. I would highly recommend this company for anyone's security needs.
They're the nicest people you will ever meet. I tell you, as a police officer, they're the best you can ask for.
We've had homes since our first home in 2002. Fantastic customer
God.
service, and Homes is there for you.
Good thing you saved it there so you didn't.
Yeah, I type it here first, and then I usually print it, but
Everyone agrees there's no place
probably one of my kids took it and drew on it, because that's what usually happens.
Tiffany, if you need to send a package to someone anywhere in the country, where would you go to make sure it
You
gets
got
there,
your
right?
name not
The UPS store in West Virginia.
Get over here now.
Wes just said the same thing like a
There's some
teacher
really nice
calling her. He
Oh
just
my.
said the same thing. Like the way you say her name.
Oh, well, let's redo it. What if you need
No, I like it.
Tiffany.
It's
It needs to be
I
shaped
like
just right.
it.
How about this,
Needs
folks?
lots of
Tiffany,
different
I'll do.
if you had to make a barbecue sauce, where would you go?
Oh my gosh.
That's exactly right.
I'd go learn how to make it from Fowler's.
30 seconds.
They can
Oh
work
my
writing,
gosh.
printing, signs, and so much more. And to top it off, they have great pricing, and their staff is super friendly and helpful.
Well, I know
Or
where
the
I'll be
WRL
going when
thing
I
and
do
then
all
I'll
my
go
shipping,
Sure.
printing, and sign
that was a
needs. I'm going to
mouthful
go
when I
to
said
the UPS
before we
store
left.
at 439 Westwood Shopping Center right here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And if I need something real quick, I'll give them a call at 910-860-1220. I'm tell you what, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Hey, win, boss, being a boss lady.
Win.
Thank you. 3, 2, showtime.
Don't you just love it when the producer says, say when, you come back in, you win. It's time to be back on What's Going On Fayetteville. And by the way, let me tell you about something that's going on in Fayetteville. This person sitting right across the table from me, TheMrsTee, is in the top 5 bloggers across North Carolina, as determined by WRAL TV. And she's been invited to a nice dinner up there. And she could possibly win and be the #1.
You got it.
But the only way she can do that is if you vote for her. So you have to go to her Facebook page, TheMrsTee, and get the login.
It's
and
right
go on.
at the
I just
top
did
of
this
the
morning. Go on and plug in and point. I voted for you.
Okay.
So vote for her because let me tell you, this is a fancy doodad they're doing up there too. They're doing. They told me she needs to wear cocktail dress type stuff. So it's a fancy shindig.
Oh, that's tough.
They're doing it at a fancy hotel in Raleigh. And 3 of the 5 bloggers that are found to be tough are from the Fayetteville area. 2 are from Durham, 3 are from Fayetteville.
Wow.
I think that's pretty
Really
outstanding.
That's kind of awesome.
I guess that means we're up and coming right here in Fayetteville.
Yes, we are.
Wow.
Don't sleep on Fayetteville. We're coming at you. And thank you so much, Wade, for that. And please do vote. I will truly appreciate it. This would be like a high point in my blogging moment. So I would truly appreciate any and every vote. So you can vote every day. And the link is right at the top of my Facebook page. And the voting actually ends tomorrow at midnight. So all votes matter. So thank you so much.
And you can vote once a day, right?
Once a day until tomorrow at midnight. So thank you so much. So that means you each can vote 2 times if you count today and tomorrow. So I love you all and thank you in advance. Now back to our events happening now through December 23rd. Do you guys like just driving through and seeing Christmas lights?
Yes.
Yes. My mom, my grandmother used to take us out and we would just ride around through all the neighborhoods around our house and just look at the lights. I mean, it would be 2 to 3 hours of just driving around. We would get milkshakes or hot chocolate and just drive around and see them. And awesomely, you can do something like that all throughout Fayetteville. There's so many different holiday lights events happening, and the first one I want to mention is happening now all the way through December 23rd, and it's Cape Fear Holiday Lights at the Cape Fear Botanical Garden, and that's 536 Northeastern Boulevard. And their theme this year, because they have a theme every year, is the Polar Express, which my kids adore that movie, like adore. And it has become one of the new classic Christmas movies. It's definitely on my must-watch for Christmas movies list. And they say grab your golden ticket and your coat and come to the 8th annual Holiday Lights in the Garden. They are celebrating the season on Polar Express. They will have a synchronized light show, music over the Cypress Pond, a mile-long stroll with thousands of lights all aglow, free caroling, a hayride, photos with Santa, s'mores over the fire pit, entertainment, and free crafts. So that's like a night full of activities, and it's an awesome way to just get out of the house and enjoy the family. I think they actually had their members only night last night, or night before. I think it was the 29th. So now it's open to the public. Admission is non-member adult is $12. And they have military prices. Go check out the full details at capefairbg.org and just look up Holiday Lights in the Garden. Also happening now through December 23rd is Christmas with the Kringles, and that's happening at Millstone Creek Orchards. And they are having a behind-the-scenes experience with Santa and Mrs. Claus. And it includes, you get to visit Santa and Santa and Mrs. Claus. Am I saying that right? Yes. And there's a family fire pit. There's hot dogs and s'mores, a Santa story time with hot cocoa. You get to make reindeer food. What is reindeer food? Is it like granola? Like, I'm not sure. But you get to make it.
I don't know.
You're not sure? You get to make it, and I guess you can leave it out so that the reindeer have something to eat after they drop off your gifts. There's also going to be a Christmas light show there, Christmas cookie decorating, and tons of family fun. So there is no shortage of holiday things to do.
No, as well, and I don't know, I didn't see it on your list, but do you have anything about the lights in the park at, why am I drawing a blank on the name of the park out there?
Arnett Park.
Arnett Park.
I did not write that down, but I did go to that last year, and it is happening again
It's really
this year.
neat.
It is really neat. And that's another, you get to walk through And my kids, I did not think they were going to have as much fun as they did, because I thought, most times you think kids have to do something, but they just loved walking around and taking pictures with the different light shows and the different setups they had. They also have hot cocoa. Santa's house is also at Arnett Park, so we actually wait for a little bit. You get to take a picture with Santa, get your picture to take home. So yes, Arnett Park is an awesome place to go as well. And then another thing is the Cape Fear Festival of Trees at the NC Aquarium, Fort Fisher. And you can check that out. More information on that on Facebook. And then lastly, now through January 13th, this is actually running past Christmas and into the New Year, is the Chinese Lantern Festival. And that just sounds amazing, because I was looking at some of the pictures and it looks beautiful. Check that out. It's happening at Booth Amphitheater, and that's in Cary, North Carolina. And you can also find more details for that on Facebook. Just type in Chinese Lantern Festival.
I'm curious if anybody that's watching on the live stream, go ahead and pop your comments up. Since nobody seems to want to call the number 483-6111 to talk to us. But there is, I heard a story about, you were talking about going to see these. There used to be a neighborhood in the Fayetteville area. It was called Inman Circle. Mm-hmm. And you would drive this kind of a neat little loop that you go through. And virtually every single house in the neighborhood was like the Griswolds. I mean, just
so cool.
Look, well, they even had one with Santa's sleigh coming in, looking like landing on a runway. The driveway was done up like an airport runway.
So they went all out.
It went all out. And I think then the person that kind of had it all organized died. They sold the house, and people just kind of fell out, so they don't do it now. But up in New Jersey, I think I heard this story, there is one guy who had his house done up like the Griswolds, and the city cited him and said that if he didn't do it, they were going to charge him $2,000 a day fine for every day that he had it lit up.
Why?
And he, apparently the mayor lives 2 doors down. Didn't like all the traffic on the street.
Oh.
Somebody else tried that, I think, up in Montana. There was a homeowners association that tried to stop this guy from doing it. He took him to court.
Mr. Scrooge.
And won in a court battle over a freedom of speech, that it was considered a freedom of expression, a freedom of speech to be able to run the lights. Now, the argument they made was, look, if there's an emergency, it'd be kind of hard for emergency vehicles to get through when there's a large crowd doing there. It doesn't seem to bother them that there's large crowds and streets blocked off for parades and stuff with all that. The emergency vehicle can't get through that either. I really think in this case it was the mayor was like, I don't want all this traffic in my neighborhood.
Yeah, he was.
And let's get this shut down.
Because most times emergency vehicles, they have an alternate route planned when they know something's happened. So it's not like they only have one way to go.
Yeah, I know, but that was
mean. Well, I'm glad one of them won their case, because I think Christmas lights are gorgeous. And I love them. And I try to decorate.
All right, now wait a minute. Are you a multicolor light person?
White lights? Okay, so multicolored to me feels more like home and cozy and warm. My husband, he digs those new LED blue. I do not like the blue tone. It's not even white. It's like blue.
Yeah, so kind of like an ice blue.
Yeah, like an ice blue. He thinks it looks frosty. I don't know. So we kind of came to a compromise. I get my multicolored warm feeling inside, and then he rocks out with his like ice blue look on the outside, because I can't.
I don't know who that is listening. Somebody told me to talk into the mic closer. I don't know how much closer I can get to the mic than it texted me. But
I got you, baby.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
Anybody who's watching on Facebook, what are your votes? Do you do multicolored lights or all white lights? Because there's also warm white, and there's so many options. It's a little crazy.
Well, the LED ones now especially make it, you can do
whatever you want.
Whatever you want in the way it should.
I think I'm a classic kind of girl. I like the multicolored. It just feels more.
Yeah, that's what I do. And the other thing is steady or flashing.
Oh, see that I combine, because my tree, we usually get like a 6.5 feet, and so I do like 3 strings of steady, and then 3 or 4 strings of the movement ones, and I just combine them. So there's always lights on, but then they like rotate and switch out. I'm fancy like that. Wait a minute. I have 1 or 2 strings of steady lights that are just on, and then the rest of my lights like have like the dancing.
Oh my goodness!
So there's always lights on, but it's a combo.
It'd be kind of like I don't know.
Wade is like, I can't.
That
it's
might
too
trip
much.
me out.
It would trip
Almost
you
like
out?
a strobe effect.
No, it looks great, and then you put the fireplace on, and you sit, and you have hot chocolate.
Oh, wait a
you
minute.
watch
Kelly
Christmas
says she
movies.
does multi and steady.
See, she's just like me. You combine it.
No. Multi is multicolor.
Oh,
And
okay.
steady.
Okay, so you just leave them on?
Yeah.
Nobody else likes them moving? Do you guys like, does it make you go dizzy? Is that why you don't like them?
No, it makes me think that there's a power outage happening every 10 seconds.
Oh my gosh. Well, I do a combination. I do a combination of things. So let me know, comment below on Facebook if you're watching, or you can call
You know what
in.
that tells me is you have difficulty making a decision.
Oh my goodness.
That's what it is.
I
It's
feel
one or the other.
attacked. I don't have difficulty making a decision. I like both. So I just combine them. Multi
Yeah.
and
You
movement.
ever watch The Voice?
Yes.
And then they do the battles, and the other judges talk about the battle that's happening. Like, well, I'm glad I don't have to make the choice because I can't because I don't know. I like
That
both
would
of
probably
them.
be me.
I can't. I like both of them. I can do. You know.
But they only get to say that when it's not their team. When it's their team,
Yeah,
they
I
have
know.
to make a choice.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. So it's your team. Make a choice.
I
Steady or
did.
flashing.
No, I made a choice. Both. That is my choice, Wade, and I stand firm on it. And if you guys
No,
want to
you're
tell me
sitting
what
right
you're,
now.
I'm sitting right now, but you guys know what I mean. If you guys want to put your vote in, call in 910-483-6111 because I want to know what everybody else has to say. Because Wade is picking on me.
I'm not picking on you.
He's picking, but no, I don't really like the LED lights, like the weird colors. I don't know. It looks too futuristic.
Well, the LEDs and the multicolor look great. I mean, they're fine because you.
Okay,
you've seen
maybe not
multicolors, but-
when they're like that frosty blue color.
Yeah.
I don't like those.
Yeah, well, you know, I never liked blue Christmas lights. Period. I've gone
It
by and seen
doesn't
houses.
feel like Christmas.
You know, have you ever been by that? You've been by the house and they've got.
All blue.
Yeah.
I think. Well, I told you my husband likes those, but he keeps saying it looks like.
Well, he drives a
frosty
car that
color.
has blue lights on top.
True, that might have some impact on it, but he thinks it looks like I guess an ice house or something. Like he thinks it makes it look like the North Pole, and I was like, no, not exactly, but whatever. I don't like the blue light. But unfortunately, I had to compromise because that's what you do in marriage. So
By the way, I saw a
he
great
got that
meme on Facebook.
What?
It
Oh,
was
God,
a
here we
picture.
go.
It was a picture of one of the big wind turbines,
Okay.
and Santa's sleigh and reindeer and him were wrapped up in it, hanging. I said, "We knew this was going to happen sometime."
Dun-dun-dun. Wade always gets the meme.
No, but it was really good.
It was.
That was pretty clever, I thought.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's
All right.
kinda cool.
All right. So we've covered pretty much everything that's going on
Yes,
in Fayetteville,
everything
right?
that's happening this
All right.
coming week.
All right. So what do you want for Christmas?
Oh, wow.
Is he listening?
He Santa? He my husband?
He your husband?
I don't know, but it's recording, so I can always play it back. Gift cards. His fallback gift is a purse, because I love purses, or tech, because he knows I love anything techy. So he'll either get me like a new phone or a purse. But I want gift cards, because then I can get stuff from, and like I'm talking like a Visa or a Master.
Mm-hmm.
That way I can go wherever I want.
Oh.
I think that's cool.
Oh, so don't even pick the store.
No, because then I can shop downtown. I can shop local, wherever. If you pick the store, it like boxes me into that one store, and then I can't
Yeah,
go
but
anywhere else.
there's lots of good stuff in that store, say like LeClaire's.
You have gift cards?
Or gift cards
Or
to a good
yeah,
restaurant
LeClaire's,
like
that's how-
Fowler's.
True.
Or-
But the Visa one goes anywhere, so I can do that too. I can go shop downtown and then go have lunch at Fowler's.
There you go. I like that.
What
I
do you
like
want
that.
for Christmas?
You know what? I've gotten to where I don't really ask for things at Christmas. My wife and I don't give each other Christmas presents anymore.
Wow. But you
We do
celebrate
stuff. We
other
do stuff for the kids, and honestly, what we try to focus on is it's called Christmas for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And we, you know, it's when I think God made a huge sacrifice, took on human flesh, and came here as a baby in a manger. So we kind of focus on that, but we do for our grandkids and our children, and we do that kind of stuff.
I was telling Tammy before the show, my kids, all three of them, the younger set, they're 11, 10, and 7, came to us and said they do not want presents this year. They want to go somewhere.
That's awesome.
That'd be
So
cool.
now I'm like in planner overdrive mode trying to get a destination Christmas because they want to go somewhere. They don't want to stay home and they don't want any gifts. They said, instead of buying us gifts, can we just go somewhere?
Go where it's snow.
I'm thinking my husband brought up like a cabin, like further into the mountains of North
Oh,
Carolina.
wow.
And then I thought medieval times type thing, because then it's something for them to do in South Carolina. So we're in between those two things.
So like down at the beach, that medieval.
Yeah.
That's
Do
pretty
both.
neat. I heard that's pretty neat.
Yeah, and they have a good military rate going on. So I was like, we could do that
Maybe there's a cabin down there you can rent.
in the Myrtle Beach. I don't think they have a cabin. It's probably like a beach house.
A beach cabin.
But yeah, so I think this year we're doing destination Christmas.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Oh, something
Kind of different.
Did that one the year my wife died. I took the boys. We just said we had to go away from Fayetteville. She died on December 1st. So
Oh, wow.
so we went. Our Christmas trip was to Colorado. We went to
Okay,
Steamboat
I've been
Springs.
to Colorado. It's beautiful.
It went snowing. It was skiing. So, and I think it looks like we're about out of time, aren't we?
Yes, we
Music's getting
are.
replayed. Listen, thanks again for listening to us, and again, thank you to our sponsors, and please let them know you heard about it here.
Yes.
LeClaire's General Store up there in Haymount,
The UPS store in Westwood Shopping Center.
and Home Security, your hometown security
security.
expert right here in Fayetteville on Hay Street. Thanks a lot, folks, for listening. We'll talk to you again next week on What's Going On Fayetteville.
Thank you both. Job well done.
Thanks for watching. Tune in next week. Bye. And vote. I still want to know. White or color, steady or moving. Vote for me. Talk to you guys later.